You guys can stop whatever you're doing because the day is finally here. Today, I'm going to be making Chapter 3 of my Mascot Horror Game series, Propeller Pete.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
This chapter introduces new mechanics, new gameplay, and most importantly, a new mascot. Watch till the end to see the results. The Mascot Horror series I'm currently working on is called Propeller Pete. A little Propeller Pete history. This project started 8 months ago where I challenged myself to make a horror game in 24 hours. This game was called Scareport at the time. The player had to run around an airport and collect luggage, all while avoiding a tall, lanky figure named Nigel. This game was pretty, bad.
McDonald's!
And the ending was not perfect, so it didn't do too well, and the video didn't even surpass 10k views. So I gave up on it for a while, thinking it was a failure, until I had an idea. You see, the most viewed video on my channel is where I made a mascot horror game, so I thought, why not make another? But instead of sculpting an entire game from scratch, I had the idea to use the horror game I already had and turn that into a mascot game. Less time and less effort because I'm extremely lazy. So that's exactly what I did. I switched out Nigel for Propeller Pete. I also put posters and lore around the game and gave it an actual ending. Then sometime after that, I made Chapter 2 of Propeller Pete with the new mascot, Subway Bob. This was pretty much the same style of gameplay as the first chapter, but slightly more scary. Slightly more scary. And before you say it, no, this was not inspired by Choo Choo Charles. A subway and a train are two completely different things, okay? If you want to see how I made these games in more in-depth detail, make sure to go watch the videos I made about them. But you guys aren't here to see the chapters I already made. No, you're here to see the new and improved chapter, filled to the brim with Propeller Pete content. Let's get started. Obviously, I need to come up with a new mascot first and foremost. You probably notice a pattern with these chapters. The first had a plane, then a train. I think it's pretty easy to predict what will be next. Everyone, give it up for Billy the Boat. I actually teased him in the last video with a poster I threw together as a joke, but because you guys kept commenting it, I decided to make it a reality. Make sure to comment what you guys think the next mascot will be. Let me just say, I already have it planned and you guys are not gonna guess it. After I had the mascot, I got to work designing the level around him. I had to go from a subway level in the last chapter to an ocean or lake of some kind. I thought the best way to do that was a sewer in between, so I used a sewer asset pack and threw together this cool sewer level, building off the ending of the last chapter. I had this lead to a boating dock. I wanted the player to be driving a boat around the lake while Billy the Boat is coming after them. To get the boat model, I took the same blueprint that I used for Playcade. What's Playcade, you ask? Oh, Playcade is just a little horror game that me and Goose Studios made, and it's included in the mascot bundle. What's the mascot bundle, you ask? Oh, it's just a collection of all my mascot games in one that you can buy for only $10. Anyways, when the player steps into this boat, it rides away into the darkness. And that's the end of the game. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Just kidding. I'm only getting started. This is the third chapter. I need it to be phenomenal. After the player rides away, he's taken to a new level. This is where I want Billy the Boat to be stalking the player. But first, I need a way to get the player to control the boat. In order to do this, I'm actually not going to use a boat. I'm going to use a car. Let me explain. I was searching through my Unreal Engine packs when I found this City Car Sample Vehicle pack. This pack pretty much just lets you vroom vroom cars around. Instead of making my own boat movement system, I would just make the ground have a water texture, then retexture one of these vehicles to look like a boat. I tested it out in the sample map, and oh, that boat is flying. So after a couple of tweaking, I got the collisions working, and now it looks like you're actually riding on the water, kind of. Now, I just need to make the heart and soul of the game, Billy. I took the player's boat model and textured it a nice lime green. Don't ask why it's lime green. The last two mascots were blue and red, and I feel like I should just keep the color trend. Comment down below what color you think the next mascot will be. After I had the green bow, I just put this creepy face on him, and now he looks even more horrifying than just a regular green boat. Now I just need him to roam around the map and look for the player's boat. This is pretty simple. I just used the same AI as Propeller Pete, but put Billy's model on it instead. Then I stuck a camera in front of his face, so now that when he catches you, it does this.
Little bunny rabbit jump scare. Really?
Wow, that was a pretty scary jump scare. Nope. Wouldn't want to be caught by this guy. I also created some voice lines that Billy says in a Russian accent for some reason. Anyways, now that I have the mascot, I just need to put some nice mechanics up in here. The first chapter had the player run around and collect luggage and place on baggage claims to open the exit door. The second chapter had the player run around and flip levers to open the exit door. So what will the third chapter have? Well, this takes place on water, so I can't really have luggage to collect or levers to flip. I had to come up with something different. I found this buoy model on Sketchfab, so I downloaded that and exported it into Unreal Engine. Then I colored it lime to fit with the theme and put a light on top of it so the player can see it. In the last chapter, it took only half a second to flip a lever. So to make it more difficult, I want these buoys to take 5 whole seconds to activate. This way, you need to be careful Billy the Boat isn't right behind you. I created this widget on top of the buoys that has a progress bar. Now I can ride up to these things and press E and slowly activate each one, making sure Billy isn't just stalking me from behind. Once all the buoys are activated, I need an exit door to open like classic Propeller Pete fashion. I found this sewer seal blueprint and made it so that when all the buoys are activated, this seal will open, leading to a tunnel that the player can go through. Then I made a box collision blueprint and put it in the middle of this tunnel. I had this blueprint open the ending level when it collides with the player. Now when all the buoys are activated and the player goes through the tunnel, you're taken to the ending. You might be asking yourself right now, how exactly do buoys make a sewer seal open? Well, it's simple. Just don't ask questions. This final level is the craziest of them all, and if you want to see it for yourself, the link to the game is in the description, and it's included in the Mascot bundle. Oh, what's the Mascot bundle, you ask? Oh, it's just a collection of all my Mascot games in one that you can buy for only $10 on itch.io. Make sure to buy the bundle for all these insane Mascot games. But there's one more thing I need to add before packaging. I went into Canva and made some Billy the Boat posters to place around the map, because every Mascot game needs posters of the mascots. After placing these everywhere, I packaged the game and then released it on itch.io. Make sure to click the link in the description to buy. You guys left a lot of comments in the last video, and I thought it'd be funny if I read some of them. You never make the character models look the same as the cartoon version. That's just because I'm kind of balls at 3D modeling. Let me guess, Billy the Boat's gonna be in the next chapter as it's a sewer. Almost got it, though it's mostly not a sewer, just an ocean. Want to see Billy the Boat in the next chapter? Well, you're in luck now. Maybe reason for the subway being inaccurate is because it wasn't planned to be one. Maybe it was originally planned to have a different use, but they figured that a railway would be more convenient, and so they changed it up but couldn't be bothered to rebuild the entire tunnel system. Also, it doesn't require rails since they actually wrote in this mascot and it is capable of moving on normal ground. Interesting thoughts, but no, I just didn't want to put railways in because I'm lazy. Hello, could you make a cooperative mode? I've tried to make a multiplayer game, and let me tell you, it's super difficult, so this is not happening for Propeller Pete. Third chapter, you escape the subway and enter a water level, but Billy the Boat is chasing you, and you have to find some boat pieces to unlock the door. Ooh, you were pretty close with this one, but buoys instead of boat pieces. Bring Billy the Boat to life. We need Boat Billy. Please do Boat Billy.
Okay.
Dang, if you guys really want Billy the Boat, play chapter 3 right now. Hey, the song is Fiery Frolic from Cuphead.
Oh no.
This guy's on to me. I guess he recognized my video playlist. And the rest of them are just Billy the Boat comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and comment what mascot you guys want to see in the next chapter. These mascot games are pretty easy to make, but I always have a fun time with them, and I appreciate your guys' support. Also, special thanks to my editor, Captain Ice. Making these videos takes a lot of work, especially when combined with game development, so having an editor really helps. Make sure to check out his channel in the description.
Are you next in line, sir? Are you next in line? Oh yeah, what do you want? We don't have...
But hey, that's just a theory. A mascot horror game theory. Thanks for watching.